Mercy.
Ever since the global health situation began and millions of people have been forced to spend much more time indoors, the demand for new Netflix shows has risen to epic proportions. Needless to say, viewers across the globe are eager to see what great new shows Netflix has in store in 2021. So today, we're counting down the best Netflix shows you need to watch in 2021. You really don't want to miss this one. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. First up on our list is Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is the must-see continuation of the Karate Kid film series that takes place 30 years later. In the show, the villain from the first Karate Kid movie, Johnny Lawrence, played by William Zabka, has been on a downward spiral since the events of the original film. He seeks to resolve the issues in his life by restoring the defunct Cobra Kai Karate Dojo to its former glory. The show reignites the rivalry between Johnny and the famous Karate Kid, Daniel LaRusso, played by Ralph Macchio, as well as introduces a talented cast of young newcomers. The show seamlessly combines comedy, drama, and action as it kicks and punches its way through some exciting plot twists and turns. Cobra Kai originally debuted on YouTube Red, now YouTube Premium, in 2018. So far, there have been 2 seasons, with the third originally scheduled to be released in 2020. Due to the global health situation, the release of the third season was postponed until January 2021. Fans of the series couldn't be more excited for this one. Be sure to check it out. Next on our list is Big Mouth. If you like raunchy animated comedies, look no further than Netflix's Big Mouth. Created by Family Guy alumnus Andrew Goldberg and the hilarious comedian Nick Kroll, Big Mouth is an animated series about suburban teens going through puberty. The show features a fictionalized younger version of Kroll, along with a star-studded cast of outstanding comedians including John Mulaney, Jesse Klein, Jason Mantzoukas, Jenny Slate, Fred Armisen, Maya Randolph, Jordan Peele, and more. The series pokes fun at some of the more cringeworthy aspects of growing up while managing to keep audiences invested in the development of the cartoonish characters. The animated format allows total freedom of expression and leads the audience through colorful stories with wacky plotlines. Big Mouth premiered on Netflix in 2017. Season 5 of the show will be released in 2021, and the show is so popular, Netflix has already greenlit a 6th season. If you haven't seen this one yet, what are you waiting for? Number 3 on our list of 2021 Netflix shows is The Witcher. If you're a fan of fantasy-themed shows and are missing your fix since HBO's Game of Thrones ended, you must watch Netflix's The Witcher. Henry Cavill, famous for playing Superman in the DC Cinematic Universe, brings his charm and charisma to the character Geralt of Rivia. Geralt is a so-called Witcher. Witchers are monster hunters that use their martial arts skills and magical powers to defeat their foes. The Witcher delivers on every level to fans of fantasy entertainment targeted towards an adult audience. There are exciting sword fights, amazing magical effects, unique characters and locations, and a deeply enthralling plot. The show is based on a series of novels written by Polish author Andrzej Sapkowski. There is also an extremely successful video game series with the same name that explores the vast world of the novels. Needless to say, fans of the series have the opportunity to get completely lost in the extensive world of the Witcher franchise. Season 1 of Netflix's The Witcher debuted in 2019, and the next season is set to be released in 2021. The season is actually a prequel to the novels and video games, so it acts as a perfect introduction to the characters and world. Next up, we have Castlevania. In the last few years, Netflix has ventured into the Japanese animation or anime market with several successful hit series. Castlevania is one of those series. Based on the legendary video game franchise of the same name, Castlevania is an animated show that is definitely not for children. The goal of the series creators is to provide an adult-oriented animated show for fans of similar anime series from the 1990s. It adapts the story from the original video games into violent, action-packed shows intended for mature audiences. The plot of Castlevania centers around Count Dracula's plan to destroy the region of Wallachia in revenge for the people there killing his wife. The story follows monster hunter Trevor Belmont, played by Richard Armitage, as he fights back against Dracula's forces. The series contains many fantasy elements as well as incredible fight sequences and an extensive cast of interesting characters. Castlevania premiered in 2017 and its 4th season is scheduled to be released sometime in 2021. Be sure to watch out for it. Coming up next on the list is Black Mirror. Black Mirror is a science fiction series in an anthology format with individual episodes that have self-contained plots. It's very much akin to the classic show The Twilight Zone. The show has a generally dark tone and often focuses on the unanticipated consequences of the introduction and use of new technologies. Some of the episodes, however, are considerably lighter in tone than others. The creators of Black Mirror specifically sought to produce it through a partnership with Netflix since it would enable them to delve deeper into some controversial themes without fear of censorship. The series raises raises some thought-provoking questions about technology and society through scary and satirical stories. For example, in one episode, two male friends use an advanced virtual reality gaming device to play a martial arts-based fighting game where they can pick characters of different genders and ultimately discover a romantic attraction with each other when they're playing as the other characters. As you can see from the example, Black Mirror examines the what-ifs of advanced futuristic technologies. Netflix will release Season 6 of Black Mirror in 2021, continuing a successful run that actually began with 2 seasons on Channel 4 in the UK from 2011. Netflix purchased the rights for the critically acclaimed show in 2014, which has led to a much wider audience. Next up on deck is one of Netflix's heavy hitters, Stranger Things. Since debuting in 2016, Stranger Things has become a cultural phenomenon. It's one of those shows that everyone is talking about when its seasons come out, and anyone who missed it is left out of the conversation completely. For those that don't know at this point, Stranger Things is a science fiction horror show about a town in Indiana in the 1980s that experiences a number of, for lack of a better word, strange occurrences that lead to some of the most entertaining television made in the last decade. It's a series that's almost impossible to talk about without spoiling anything. The show is a direct nostalgic nod to films of the 1980s by Steven Spielberg, Stephen King, and John Carpenter, and features an incredible cast of youngsters, along with some great outstanding performances by experienced actors Winona Ryder and David Harbour. Next on our list, we have F is for Family. Anyone who has ever seen comedian Bill Burr perform will be able to easily recognize every aspect of his comedic style and sensibility in F is for Family. The show is about a suburban Irish-American family living in Pennsylvania in the 1970s. It's an animated program that feels a lot like a sitcom, but tackles some darker material about family dysfunction and social relationships, all while steadily delivering laughs. Bill Burr leads F is for Family as Francis Frank Murphy, a middle-aged married father of 3 who works as a baggage handler at a local airport. Other notable cast members include Laura Dern as Frank's wife, Sue Murphy, Justin Long as the eldest son, Kevin Murphy, and Sam Rockwell as the family's successful hedonistic neighbor, Vic Reynolds, to name a few. The show focuses on Frank and his family and friends' struggles to deal with everyday life problems as well as some of the social issues of the era. It's a comedy with a lot of heart and relatability that is often lacking in other family-oriented cartoons. The 5th and final season of F is for Family will be released sometime in 2021. Be sure to check it out. Last on our list is Disenchantment. Disenchantment is the answer to the question, what if The Simpsons creator Matt Groening made a show that took place in an entirely medieval fantasy world? Netflix has enabled Groening to go beyond the limitations of network television to bring audiences a fun new take on fantasy-themed animated shows. The show follows Abby Jacobson of Broad City fame as Princess Bean, a hard-drinking princess in the fantasy kingdom Dreamland. Together with her comrades, Lucy, a demon played by Eric Andre, and Elfo, an elf played by Nat Faxon, Bean gets into many hilarious misadventures. Many comedy veterans appear in the series as well, including Futurama's Josh DiMaggio as King Zog, the It Crowd's Matt Berry as Prince Merkimer, and the Mighty Boosh's Noel Fielding as Stan the Executioner, to name a few. That wraps up our list of Netflix shows you need to watch in 2021. We'll see you next time.